Howdy students, getting started here. We've got our circles. To find the center of the circle, we take the opposite of the x, the opposite of the y, so the center is going to be 3, -1. 16 is our radius squared, so our radius is going to be 4. Same thing with our next one. We need to add that 25 over 7 to the other side. So we'll get the x plus 1/2, the y plus 1, and then we'll have 25 over 7. Our HK, easy enough to find. We have 0.5 for our x, it's going to be negative, and then 1 for our y, also going to be negative, remembering opposite of those two. And then got to take the square root of 25 over 7. Split this apart, that's going to be the square root of 25 over the square root of 7. Square root of 25 is just 5. And we'll have to rationalize that denominator. So we take and multiply both sides by the square root of 7. Square root of 7 times square root of 7 is just that, 7. And then 5 times square root of 7 up top, ready to go. Looking down here at the bottom, trying to graph. You've got your 0 at +2, 0. My center rather at +2, 0. And then 6.25 gives us a radius, because remember this is radius squared, so just our radius would be 2.5. So I go over 2.5, get a dot, go up 2.5, get a dot, other side 2.5. So I get all my 2.5 dots, and then boom, looks just like that. My next one, same deal. I've got an x value of -3. Go over and make that. Y value +1 1/2, and there's my dot. Radius squared is 4, so my radius is going to be 2. Again, just getting all 4 of those cardinal dots, left, right, up, down, and then the circle. The circle's not very good, but we've got our 4 dots. They help us out. Sliding down to the bottom right, the equation of the circle given this information. We've got a center at 0, 1/2. So x value is 0. We'll have x squared. Y value is +1/2, so we'll have y minus 1/2. And then my radius is 8, so r squared would be 64. Over here, I've got a center 5.31, diameter 9, so I've got x plus 5.3, that'll be squared. I've got y minus 1, that'll be squared, and then I've got the diameter is 9, so r squared would be 81. On this one, it gives us our center as 4, 1, so I'm going to have x minus 4, and then y minus 1. My radius is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My radius is 5, so got an r squared value of 25. Let's go ahead, get on with it. Alright, find the indicated measure. On this one, outside times whole, so 4 times 9 is equal to outside times, in this case, another outside, so x squared. I'm going to get 36 is equal to x squared, so x is going to be equal to 6. And then P, well, I'm not sure what they're wanting for P. I'm going to say perimeter. Perimeter of the circle is just 2 pi r, so 12 pi for circle P. Not sure on that one. Looking for this one. You've got 4 plus 3, so 7. So this one's 4. Since this is 4, this is 4. This one, since this is 3, this section right here is 3. Since the entire section is 5, that means the remaining section is 2. Since this section is 2, this section has to be 2. Since this section is 2 and the whole section is 4, the remaining section has to be 2. And since this section is 2, this section has to be 2. Now we can go and find the perimeter. So I've got a 5, 7, 6, and 4. 6 and 4 is 10. 5 and 7 is 12. Looks like this is question number 9. and the perimeter is going to be 22. That's what was going on here. I just forgot the 9. Now I feel silly, but we've answered the question. Sliding it up. Now they're going to do this to you a lot, where they give you a radius. It's in a position that's not where you want it to. I'm going to slide this radius down here so it covers my x. I'm going to make a triangle. This is 10. Remember, if our radius is 10 and I have 4 of those units right here, that means I have 6 of those units on the remaining section of that radius. So this is going to be a 3, 4, 5 triangle. I have 3 times 2, 5 times 2. This is going to be 4 times 2, or 8. So x is going to be 8 here. This one, we do outside times whole is equal to outside times whole. So 9 times, it's going to be 21, is equal to 8 times 8 plus x. And this is just going to be fantastic as far as numbers go. So that's going to be 189 is equal to 64 minus 8x. Pull that 64 for both sides, and that's going to give you 125 is equal to 8x. It's really not so bad. Don't have the calculator with me today. I'm going to get to do this bad boy by hand. We're going to get a 1, 8, 45. That's going to be a 6. Oh, I apologize. It's going to be a 5. Gracious. It's going to give us 40, 50, 6. So 48. We're going to round it to the nearest tenth here. It's going to be less than 5, so we're going to get 15.6 for x. And onward. Looking at number 12, find the value of x. These two are going to be equal since they're both tangents. Assume line segments that appear to be tangent or tangent. They're both tangents. So I've got 40 is equal to 3x plus 4. Pull that 4 from both sides. 36 is equal to 3x. X is going to be equal to 12. And moving on to the next problem. This one had it on the quiz. Lots of kids love this problem. Here we go. So this is x, this is x, this is 12, this is 8, plus x on that last side. So I have a squared right here, plus b squared right here is equal to c squared right here. Now instead of writing it x plus 8 squared, I'm going to write it out as 2 factors, and that's going to help me solve this problem because it allows me to FOIL. So I get x squared plus 8x plus 8x plus 64. I'm going to subtract the 64 from both sides, subtract the x squared from both sides, and I'll get 144 is equal to, no, I apologize, I'll get 80 is equal to 16x, and that will give me x is equal to 5. So don't be overpowered by that problem. It's just a Pythagorean theorem problem, and you do need to remember that we have to FOIL this. Alright, and I would always write it out long ways. I have 4, that makes this section right here 4. I have 3, that makes this section right here 3, and if this is 4 and this is 3, the entirety of x is 7. Find the perimeter. This is 8, this is also 8, this is 12, this is also 12. 8 and 12 is 20. Oh, my bad, this is 13. Gracious, how embarrassing. 8 and 8, 13 and 13, 12 and 12. 8 and 12 is 20. 8 and 12 is 20. So I have 20 plus 20. 13 plus 13 is 26. That will give me 66. For my perimeter, we'll slap the centimeters on there and be done with this page.